Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready up. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 61, matchbox lights. Check. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 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 check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Check Mike. Check Mike. Mike 53. 53. Mike. You better be 5.
On 2nd down and 4. Jones. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Ready. Check 53, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Throwing again. Jones. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? 60 or. Mike. I got one. Check 13. No. Off. Shift. Watch the shift. Pick the edge. Go. Check out route. Get it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 24, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Winston. Flushed out right. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Watch the safety creep. Hey, go.
Jameis to throw it. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. K1 Short able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Third and long for Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Again, he finds an opener, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Check 52. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hit it.
On first down, it's Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Geis on the counter, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Hey, Orbit. Go.
Jones now on 3rd down. Schwab, there he goes, right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 Short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? White 25. Let's go, D. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. 3 down. Check 3. 3, 17.
To throw, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Smooth.
Jones throwing again. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We own them. Get it.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby, all day.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike, 53. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Yes. Now.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Following the interception, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, wahoo! Check curls, check curls, check curls. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got it.
Now Jones on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counter.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. 50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Kill. Shift. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch out. 80 weapon. Check. Switch. Big grip.
They go to Elliott again.
Switch.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Slam. Check. Under 10. 10. Check your hot read. Get it.
They'll run it with Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Look at me. Zipper. 50. Ready.
Jones now operating from the gun. Being chased out left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there? Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work.
Lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
132 fighter. He's coming, double up. Jim.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That's trash. Hey, 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. I got him. Hey, Zoo. 25 the mic. Wild Bill.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to fire, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Mike 5-4. Watch the car.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
To throw again on second down. Winston airing one deep for Curse. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Get ready. Get ready.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Jones. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. On first down, Jones over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw. Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And